Alrighty, so it's time to bring out the 300 Norma Magnum. So if you guys have been watching the channel for a little while, you know that one of my good friends has this Christensen Arms MPR chambered in 300 Norma Magnum. Now, we've got a couple videos on the channel with this gun in the past, but we had some issues with the scope moving around. This is a Burris XT R2, and it's a 5-25 optic. Now, it was in a set of SIG rings, and we're going to try these Wheeler rings that's got 3 bolts kind of on each side instead of 2, see if that holds a little bit better. This is a very light gun with a decent amount of recoil, so I guess that's maybe why we're having the issue, because I thought the SIG rings were pretty decent rings. Now, we're going to use US 869 from Matchking, which is what we used in the past, and we're using the Sierra 230 grain Matchking. We're using 1x fired Peterson brass. Now, this gun only has about 50 rounds through it, so it's really not even broken in yet. And my buddy who shoots it, he lives in the city, and he doesn't get an opportunity to shoot it much. So today we're going to take that opportunity to get a little bit of practice behind the gun for him and try to kind of fine-tune some loads. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to load up 15 rounds at 98.5 grains. And all of these overall lengths are going to be somewhere near 3.650. Now, I'm going to give you the cartridge-based ogive measurements because that's what I used. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the loads that you see here up on the screen at 98.5 grains at those cartridge-based ogive measurements. We're going to do 3-shot groups, and that's pretty much all we're going to do. So again, it's going to be my friend Max shooting the gun, and you guys will see that range footage right here. And then I'll see you back at the bench. 2,900 even. You're good to go. Those look a little tighter, don't they?
Yeah, the first two. Yeah, that's.
Our velocity. Looks good. Alrighty, so we're taking a closer look at the target here. That first load at that overall length, that cartridge-based ogive measurement you see there, shot a 1.67 inch group, 2966 feet per second with a 5.1 SD. Then moving on to the shorter overall length there, we shot a 0.847 inch group, best group of the day at 2929 feet per second, but a 20.8 SD. Then moving across there, we shot a 1.3 inch group, 2949 feet per second with a 15.5 SD. Then our last group of the day at 1.12 inches, we shot 2923 feet per second with a 1.9 SD. So kind of impressed with a couple of these SD numbers now. It is just 3 shots, so not too concerned about that really. Group size, it's getting a little bit better than what it has been in the past. We're still working on some of these loads and still getting used to the gun a little bit, I think, from our friend Max. The gun's still getting broken in. Hopefully we can tune this just a little bit more in the future and get a little bit better grouping out of the gun. Now, one thing you noticed is it did seem like the rounds were a little bit hard to chamber. Not really sure why this is. Now, we are full length sizing this brass, and it is sliding in the chamber nice, and we're not bumping up against the land. So I think it's just maybe that extractor having a hard time slipping over the edge of that piece of brass as it goes to chamber. Or maybe the gun's just getting broken in. Not really sure. Let me know if you guys want to see more of the 300 Norma Magnum. We really haven't done too much with it. Again, it's only got like 50, 60 rounds through it right now. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.